7,670 more pounds. A 2-slide Salem 27 REI coming in on trade here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. We carry the sister to this called the Wildwood, and in case you're curious, the difference between Salem and Wildwood is like the difference between left Twix and right Twix. It really is just about that complicated. And it is amazing. This RV, late model, really nice. It is actually really impressive. The advances and updates they've made in only the last couple years on like the Wildwoods that we would have in stock today. But if you're not looking for that new RV price tag, but you want a big opposing slide living room, that you're kind of buying it on a bit of a budget, I think you're going to be happy with what you see here. There's a lot of good going on in this camper. And again, the idea behind this one is giving us that big opposing slide living space and just a truckload of windows all on the camp side of the RV, and something that is light enough to still be potentially half-ton towable for appropriate half-tons, of course, and you know, budget friendly as compared to a lot of the big laminated RVs or fifth wheels that have this layout. So again, you've just got amazing visibility on the camp side of the RV, and the RV actually has a 6'9" ceiling, so it does give us a little bit more interior clearance. Hold on, is this out or did I forget to turn it on? Aha! Now there is a switch for all the main cabin lights in here, but you can also obviously control them individually. I didn't plan on that being the case, something I wanted to talk about, but hey, we're rolling with it. I do like the individual accent lights over the slides. Now you can control those individually, left slide, right slide. You see how the windows have these rolled down blackout kind of shades, and actually there's so much light coming in through these big windows, it's kind of playing havoc with the camera, so I might keep her angled a little low here today, especially as we swoop in on our furniture. Normally, in a Wildwood, or Salem by extension, since that's, I usually talk in Wildwood terms because that's what we handle here at Haylett RV, but you get the idea. You would normally have a sofa right here, but this floor plan gives us a pair of individual recliners. You can see how they do push back, and they are strapped down. This is exactly how the folks brought it in for trade, is they traveled with the trailer chairs strapped down the way you're supposed to. So they were very good and detail-oriented. I was very happy to see that. But normally, instead, you'd have a sofa here, but you have recliners, because this one gives us a rear wall sofa with just tons of windows all over the place. Now, those recliners are obviously directly across from the entertainment center, so if you choose to, you could add a TV into this thing. It looks like somebody might have had one in, but when this RV was built, something I can tell you is that it did not include a television. It looks like somebody added their own, but they kept the TV with them. But apparently they left at least part of the mounting hardware of that TV behind. So it's going to be very easy to know where to mount a TV since you already have a screw pattern left for you. Bluetooth DVD stereo and electric space heating fireplace down below. So it does some of the heating. You know, why burn up all your propane when you already paid for their electricity? Now this sofa can jackknife down into a little sleeper, but it has one other sort of Legend of Zelda hidden secret about it. It's kind of the precursor to the modern day Wildwoods stow and go storage that we see in those big Versa lounges. So they actually created a drawer under that sofa to make the storage easy to get to. Almost any bifold or quote jackknife sofa has storage below it. It's just not always as easy to access as what you see here. And we're going to look at the storage and whatnot. But over here in the kitchen, a couple of things I want to point out real quick just to help clarify, because sometimes this stuff doesn't translate well to camera. That is a solid surface countertop here in the kitchen area, in both the island and the kitchen prep space back in the slide. That is also a 110 only inverted refrigerator. It's about 10 cubic foot or so. And it is what was used for 1 or 2 seasons in the Salem group before they made the switch over to today's 12-volt refrigerators, which is interesting because the Salem Wildwood group was actually the first trailer within this class and category to standardize that, not even just offer it, but standardize it. And since then, everybody and their brother has been jumping all over that bandwagon. And you're going to see good storage in this thing, easy reach outlets, which is nice. If I get back here past the island, you can see we've got good drawer space, and I love how that top drawer is actually segmented for forks, spoons, and knives, or what have you. That's actually something J-Flights used to do, and they quit doing. As you know, we've been a Jayco dealer here for longer than I've actually been at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan, which is now 11 plus years. And I always liked that feature. I was kind of sad to see that go. So good seating, good storage. Dinette could fold down into an extra sleeper if need be. So it's a couples camper, but if you're going to have a couple guests for the weekend, better if they're small guests than big guests, but small guests for the weekend, you do have some sleeping space. Now, right there by the main entry door, we have our bathroom. And real quick, again, as we're moving around, I just want to give you a nice little look at everything. Let's move up to the bathroom area here. Oh, by the way, little remote control system. This operates our awning lights, the awning itself, the slide, well, slides plural, pardon me, as well as the power stabilizer jacks that are equipped on this trailer. They're all remote control. Pretty, you know, you're roughing it just like the early American pioneers, guys. It's just like the pioneer days here. At a glance, the bathroom's okay. There's nothing really to write home about at first glance. Hang with me just a second, though. Remember, though, this is a 6'9" tall trailer, so you do have more room inside the shower for headroom. And you can see how it is a nice radius shower instead of a travel trailer tub. But I also wanted to show you the good dedicated pantry space they have in this bathroom here. That is something that not a lot of trailers have, and it's something I think they did very, very well here. Backing up just a step into that sort of hallway area, just to give you a frame of reference real quick, as we move up into our master bedroom past the control panel. And you see right here how you have this easy lift bed with like wide open space below. So if you have extra totes or something, you've got a nice place to put it. Or frankly, you could fold that up and, I don't know, have a little grandkid play space right there maybe. There's different things you could do with that. You can see you can get into your storage from this area. We simply flip that mattress down and there we have it. Now that's a camp queen, short queen, but I mean, wow, do we have plenty of room for a true queen to be installed in here. Those roller shades persist up in here in the bedroom, and you see that if you are so inclined, you could add a TV on the wall opposing the master bed as well. Down below that master bed, we see the other side of that pass-through. Now up here, that big box of Xantrex on it, that is the 1200 watt inverter. So if you want to be able to run that refrigerator in transit or off-grid, you can. That being said, off-grid, it's going to eat batteries alive. Now what we are looking at here is the previous owner's hitching. At the time of this filming, I do not know if that is intended to go with the sale of this RV. Basically, as soon as this stuff comes in, there's a lot of times where I'm just jumping all over it with the camera as soon as possible. So if that's something you're curious about, give our team here a call so that we can dig into that and verify that for you. I don't want to tell you something I think. I always want to tell you what I know, and sometimes I need to tell you that I don't know. Anyway. Dual power awnings. Notice that? You've got one right on the face of the Super Slide, then one covering our door up to that baggage door. So they gave us as much patio space here as they could. And this is the first generation that they had those nice LCI stable steps on one of these things. This was basically the generation right before we began carrying this product here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. The update after this is when we picked up the Wildwood sister to this. And I tell you, we've been very happy with them. They do a lot of things right. We've got a 5/8 tongue groove plywood floor, 16-inch on center, well, 12-inch on center floor studs, 16-inch on center wall and roof studs, 3/8 walk-on roof, 67% thicker nose skin to keep the, wind from banging things around. And you see that protective slide awning right there, reducing our care, maintenance, and upkeep. And we've really just about licked her. Remember that we do have remote control power corner jacks, but short of that, I would just like to take a moment to thank you folks for tuning in. Give us a chance to work with you here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. That's all I ask in return for our efforts. And as always, I have a policy of if I see something, I say, well, speaking of which, that's really odd. There's a slide awning over the kitchen slide, but not over this one. And there's never been one installed over here. That's an interesting mismatch. I can't really think of a reason why that would make sense other than just because. So, we will have to we'll have to dig into that a little bit more. There you go. Anyway, like I said, I don't edit this stuff. I just do it live. Give us a call. Take care. Stay safe. Have fun. Happy camping, everyone. And you're on Candid Camera.